Welcome to Trackman's Monsterpreneur YouTube channel. Please subscribe for more videos. Have you ever dreamed of making your own independent movie? Imagine having the freedom to tell your unique tale, unfiltered through the lens of your own camera, free from the constraints of traditional studios. Independent filmmaking is not just about creating movies. It's about expressing your soul, your vision, your dreams. Yet it's no sugar-coated journey. It requires grit, perseverance, and an unwavering belief in your story. You'll face challenges from budget constraints to finding the right cast, from grueling shooting schedules to the nerve-wracking editing process. But these struggles are part and parcel of the allure, the very essence of independent filmmaking. The beauty of it is, every challenge you overcome, every obstacle you navigate, enhances your story, adding depth and texture to your film. It's your opportunity to showcase your creativity, your voice, your perspective. The world is your canvas, and your movie is your masterpiece. If you found this video helpful and you want more content like this, please subscribe for more videos. Let's conquer the world of independent filmmaking together. Stay tuned on Trackman's Monsterpreneur YouTube channel. Every great film begins with an idea. Just like the seed of a mighty oak tree, a unique, compelling idea is the genesis of every cinematic masterpiece. But how do you find this idea? It's all around you. It's in your everyday experiences, your interests, your passions. Ideas are birthed from the mundane and the extraordinary. They come from your heartbreak, your joy, your trials, and your triumphs. They come from that book you can't put down, that song that's been on repeat, that conversation that left you thinking. Remember, the beauty of independent filmmaking is that your idea doesn't have to fit into a Hollywood mold. It can be as unique, as offbeat as you are. So, don't limit yourself. Let your thoughts wander. Let your imagination run free. Once you have your idea, it's time to move on to the next step, writing the script. A movie script is the backbone of any film, and it's where you'll flesh out your initial idea. Now let's delve into the basics of script writing. Think of the script as the blueprint of your film. It's the foundation that guides the entire production process. It's where you set the scene, introduce the characters, and lay out the plot. It's where you dictate the rhythm and pace of your story. A good script is structured like a three-act play. The first act is the setup, where you introduce your characters and their world. The second act is the confrontation, where your characters face challenges and conflicts. The third act is the resolution, where your characters overcome their obstacles and reach their goals. Next, let's talk about character development. Your characters are the heart of your story. They're what make your audience care about what's happening on the screen. They need to be real and relatable. They need to have strengths and weaknesses, dreams and fears. They need to grow and change over the course of your film. So, spend time crafting your characters. Know them inside and out. Make them as complex and nuanced as real people. And then there's dialogue. Dialogue is what brings your characters to life. It's what reveals their personalities and their relationships with each other. It's what drives the plot forward. Good dialogue is natural and believable. It's sharp and witty. It's full of subtext. It doesn't just say what's happening, it shows it. Lastly, don't be afraid to write multiple drafts and make revisions. Your first draft won't be perfect, and that's okay. Writing is rewriting. It's about polishing and perfecting. It's about making your script the best it can be. With your script in hand, you're ready to start pre-production. Pre-production is where your movie starts to come to life. It's that crucial phase where you begin to take the vision you've been carrying in your head and start molding it into a tangible reality. But remember, it's not just about taking action, it's about taking the right kind of action, the kind that's guided by careful planning and preparation. One of the first steps in pre-production is casting. Finding the right faces and voices to bring your characters to life is paramount. This is where you'll hold auditions, sift through headshots, and watch countless reels. It's an exciting process, but also a demanding one. You're not just looking for talent. You're looking for the right chemistry, the right fit for your story. Next up is location scouting. The places you choose to set your scenes will have a profound impact on the look and feel of your movie. Whether it's a sprawling cityscape, a lonely desert, or a cozy diner tucked away in some forgotten corner of the world, your locations should amplify the narrative and evoke the emotions you want your audience to feel. Then comes one of the most pivotal aspects of pre-production: budgeting. Here's where you'll be allocating resources, crunching numbers, and making some tough decisions. It's all about balancing your artistic vision with the practical realities of filmmaking. Whether you're working with a shoestring budget or a hefty grant, remember that every dollar counts. Spend wisely and never lose sight of your bottom line. Pre-production is a lot like laying the foundation for a house. You've got to make sure it's solid, sturdy, and well-planned, or else the whole thing could come crashing down. So take your time, do your homework, and never rush the process. It's all part of the journey, the beautiful, challenging, and ultimately rewarding journey of independent filmmaking. Once pre-production is complete, it's time to start shooting. You're standing on the precipice now, ready to leap into the unknown. But remember, you're not jumping blind. You've prepared, you've planned, and now you're ready to bring your vision to life. Production is where the magic happens. It's the phase where all your meticulous planning, your dreams, and your ideas start to take form and become real. You're no longer just thinking about your movie, you're making it. Now let's talk about set management. This is where you'll direct your cast and crew, ensuring that everyone is on the same page and working towards the same vision. You've got to be a good leader here. Someone who can inspire others and keep morale high even when things get tough. And trust me, they will. But remember, every challenge is just an opportunity to get creative and find a solution. Directing actors is another crucial part of production. This is where your people skills really come into play. It's your job to guide your actors, helping them to understand their characters, and to deliver performances that will bring those characters to life. You've got to be a good listener too, because often your actors will have insights into their characters that you might not have thought of. Then there's the actual shooting of the film. This is where your technical skills come to the fore. You'll be working with your director of photography to capture the right shots, to frame each scene in a way that best tells your story. You'll need to understand lighting, camera angles, and the myriad other elements that go into creating a visually stunning film. But perhaps the most important thing to remember during production is to stay flexible. No matter how well you've planned, things will go wrong. Weather will change, equipment will break, actors will get sick. It's how you respond to these challenges that will determine the success of your production. So embrace the chaos, stay nimble, stay creative, and keep your eyes on the prize. Remember, every problem is just a puzzle waiting to be solved. And when you solve it, you'll be one step closer to realizing your vision. Once you've captured all your footage, it's time for the final step, post-production. Post-production is where your film really comes together. It's the final stretch of your filmmaking journey, a time when all your hard work starts to take shape into a cohesive story. Let's start with editing. This is where you assemble your footage, cut out the unnecessary parts, and arrange the scenes in a way that best tells your story. It's like putting together a puzzle, but instead of a picture on a cardboard box as a guide, you have your script and your vision. Remember, a film can be made or broken in the editing room, so take your time. It's not uncommon for this stage to take longer than the actual shooting of the film. Next up, sound design. This is where you add in all the sounds that weren't captured during filming. Footsteps, doors closing, the rustling of leaves, these all contribute to the immersion of your audience. And then there's the dialogue. You might need to do some ADR, or automated dialogue replacement if the original sound isn't up to par. And let's not forget about the music. The right score can elevate your film to new heights. Last but certainly not least, we have color grading. This is where you adjust the colors in your footage to enhance the mood and tone of your film. Want to create a warm, nostalgic feel? Push the colors towards the yellows and oranges. Going for a cold, harsh reality? Blues and grays are your friends. Post-production is a meticulous process that requires patience and attention to detail. It's where you add the polish and finesse that transforms your raw footage into a cinematic masterpiece. It's where you breathe life into your vision, adding the finishing touches that make your film uniquely yours. Once you're satisfied with your final cut, your independent film is ready for the world to see. Congratulations on reaching the end of your filmmaking journey. Now, take a moment to appreciate the magic you've created. Now it's time to share your masterpiece with the world. The moment you've been waiting for, the culmination of all your hard work, sweat, and tears. You've crafted a film that's uniquely yours, and it's time for the world to see it. There are numerous ways to showcase your independent film. Film festivals are a classic route, providing a platform for indie filmmakers to reach a diverse audience. They offer an opportunity not just for exposure, but for networking and potential distribution deals too. But don't overlook the power of the digital age. Online platforms like Vimeo or YouTube can host your film, reaching audiences far and wide at the click of a button. Local screenings, too, can be a powerful way to engage your community and generate buzz. Remember to celebrate this moment. You've taken an idea and turned it into a tangible piece of art. Enjoy the experience of sharing your film. Congratulations, you've just made your first independent film. Here's to many more to come.